Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am your host as always, Steve Hall. We are going over the takeaways from episode 150 with James Hoffmann. So let's dig into those takeaway points. So guys, takeaway point number one is all to do with sleep and peeing. If you get up once or twice in the middle of the night, or maybe even more than that, but you don't find it affects your ability to get back to sleep, it probably isn't a big deal. So don't stress about it. But if you are finding you're getting up multiple times in the night to pee, potentially cap off your water intake towards dinner time where you're not having so much. Takeaway point number two is that there seems to be some research out there that suggests having a big bolus of carbohydrate, more so sugary stuff, is seen to actually improve your ability to sleep and the quality of sleep. However, we can't be too sure about that, and at the moment it's probably a prudent idea to stick to a slow digesting protein or something along those lines and keep that meal before bed fairly light. Takeaway point number three is that 6 hours of sleep really seems to be like a hard cutoff in terms of the number of minimum hours of sleep for good health. Getting less than that, and we see some really detrimental effects to our health, performance, everything within the gym. So if you're thinking, how much should I sleep? Definitely more than 6 hours. And if you're getting less than that, probably start trying to make some adjustments to your lifestyle. Takeaway point number four is that muscle soreness is probably a fairly good indicator of how well recovered you are. Now, it isn't to say that if you're not sore at all, then you are fully recovered, but it is somewhat of an indicator of how much overload and damage you have put towards that muscle. So if after a day or so you're still a little bit sore, it may indicate that you're not fully recovered. Takeaway point number five is super important, especially for people who are poor at committing. You've got commitment issues towards certain exercises in which you end up trying it and you're like, don't like it, I'm going to try something else. I don't like it, I'm going to try something else. It's important to give exercises their due diligence. That means 1-2 whole mesocycles where you're doing it for up to like 10 weeks at a time to really give its due diligence, to really give it a go. You might find within the first few weeks it's a bit uncomfortable. A few weeks later, it gets a little bit better and it's okay. And then by the end, you're like, oh, this is a great exercise for me. I can really progress and make some good gains with this movement. Our favorite quote from today's podcast with James is that there is a science to training and an art to coaching. Really something to have a think about. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed these takeaways. Definitely check out the full episode with James, episode 150. As always, give us a like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and we'll catch you soon. Revive stronger.